He opened, owned, operated, and sold an assisted living facility. It's Dr. Robert King, founder of Assisted Living University, with more than 1,000 students.
Now you're saying, you know what, hold up, I want to change to it. Hey, how you doing? Robert King, founder of Harmony Homes Residential Assisted Living Facility and founder of ALU Assisted Living University, which is one of America's premier training courses designed to help you do three things: open, own, and operate a successful assisted living facility. And today in the vault, I want to talk about property management. That question comes up a lot. You know, who handles the property? Well, if you're the owner of the home, or even if you're renting the home and you're running a business in the home, you're ultimately responsible for maintaining the home. Well, you shouldn't be putting that task on your caregivers, because their responsibility is to take care of the residents. That's what they're there for, to take care of the residents. So you want to make sure that you keep them busy doing that, and you make sure that the property is maintained. Well, I personally, in my facility at Harmony Homes, I don't cut grass. I hire somebody to come on a regular basis every 10 days, 7 to 10 days, and cut my grass. Landscaping externally is absolutely vital. People are going to do a drive-by potentially who wants to bring their mom into your facility, and they want to see what it looks like. So you got to make sure that your landscape is very, very well maintained. Doesn't have to be very expensive, just a mulch from your local store, but it needs to look good and it needs to be clean and presentable at all times. You may want to invest in a power washer and keep your sidewalk nice and fresh and clean in your driveway. You want to make sure that the property itself and the inside is clean. Now, your caregivers do take care of the cleaning of the inside of the facility, of the home facility, but maintenance, that's something that you're responsible for. I have a home maintenance program, so that if I have any of my appliances or things major like that break, I just give a call to them, and in 24 hours normally, somebody is out to repair those things. Plumbing, same scenario. I have somebody on call, and even I have an issue, doesn't matter, 24/7, middle of the night, they can get out there and get it done. I have a carpenter that I've been working with for about 6-7 years on other projects, who handle anything for me that I may need. So you're going to have a team in place that's going to help you do that. Now listen, don't panic. If you're just getting started, you're going to be that team. You're going to be the individual that handles all those things, you know, the small repairs. But if the repairs get larger, then you have to call on somebody to do those things for you. But just think about it. Your house is not going to be tore up. I mean, there's probably more damage that's going to be done in your house with a couple kids and you growing in it than with the elderly. The elderly don't move a lot. They don't tear up stuff a lot. They're not very mobile. So they're not going to be really tearing things up. So you have to just maintain your AC units, maintain your heating units, make sure that everything is flowing just like you would a typical home. But one of the most important things is it has to look good, and hear me very clearly. It has to smell good. Your facility cannot smell like a facility. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Your facility cannot smell like a facility. It has to always smell good, has to always be clean, has to always be presentable. Residents, family members will come visit pretty much anytime. We have an open plan. They can come visit anytime they want. Don't have to call and schedule. Mom and dad is going to always be dressed and looking good. The room is always going to be clean. The bed's always going to be made. So, you know, we want to make sure that you understand that ultimately you're responsible for it, but that what makes your facility different. There's a lot of different tips and techniques to make your house smell good. One of my caregivers is from the islands, and she likes to boil water and put some kind of something down in the water, and it simmers in the house. And oh my God, I can always tell when she's at work, because when you walk in the door, you can smell it. The house smells like a Jamaican breeze, and oh my God, that's lovely. And so, of course, when they cook, You know, now you got the house smelling like food that's really cooking and smelling good. So you're responsible for the maintenance. You're responsible for making sure your house always looks good, smells good, and presents itself well. And you can do that with a team, or you can do that yourself. And I hope that helped you today.
Are you ready to turn your passion for senior care into a thriving business? Introducing Assisted Living University, the premier course designed to guide you through every step of opening and operating your own successful assisted living facility. Join the team of more than 1,000 students who have transformed their dreams into reality. And if you already own an assisted living facility and want to maximize your occupancy, our Fill My House course is designed specifically for you. Dr. Robert King will share advanced techniques and proven strategies to attract and retain residents and fill your house. Let's create a brighter future for our senior community. Enroll in Assisted Living University and Fill My House today, and become part of our growing network of successful assisted living entrepreneurs. Join now.
Room preparation. How to get your rooms ready for your residents. Now, you can have shared rooms or a private room. The state requires you, based on square footage, to have only so many residents per room. In the state of Florida, regardless of how big your room is, you can only have 2 residents in the room. So stop thinking about you're gonna put bunk beds and put 8 residents in this one room because it's oversized. That's not gonna get approved. So with that being said, you're going to be focusing on either a shared room or a private room. Now, shared rooms obviously going to be male to male, female to female. Shared rooms are going to be set up with twin beds. The state requires you to have certain size twin beds, 36 by 72, nice twin beds in a room, and that's a shared room. That means you have 2 people in one room sharing a room, both paying you a price. Or there could be a private room. Private room, you can offer, king size bed, queen size bed, whatever size bed that particular residents want. You can have that in your private house. Now, I have a mixture. I have 4 bedrooms that are all set up as shared rooms at Harmony Homes. That's 8 residents. I'm licensed for 8 residents. However, I did have a residence just recently that wanted to have a private room. So we were able to convert that shared room into a private room. And inside the vault, you'll be able to see the actual conversion. I've actually recorded a video on show you how to do that to convert your room from shared to private, like really quickly. It's really simple. And of course, when you do that, pricing starts to change because you may have X amount of dollars coming in the shared room. Well, when you give up that shared room, you're now taking away the ability to bring in double money from 2 people. And now you're charging 1 person. So you got to offset that cost, and so that you can feel like it's an advantage. Now understand, you're not taking care of 2 no more. You're taking care of 1. So you keep that in mind. We'll talk more in another training on how to put the cost structure in place. As a matter of fact, at the ALU, we spend a whole segment module on pricing your facility for profitability. So you get an opportunity to go shared or private. Now, you're going to have people that's going to be calling looking for, quote unquote, a private room. They think mom wants a private room. Well, one of the biggest challenges with Alzheimer's and dementia is isolation. So I kind of overcome that objection about private rooms, especially about having it available, by talking about isolation. They really don't need to be by themselves. So you can kind of turn that negative into a positive by letting them know they'll only have 1 person in their room. They'll get to know that roommate. They'll get to love on that roommate. They'll get to look forward to communicating with that roommate, and it only takes a period of time. So yes, mom may be used to being by herself, but that doesn't necessarily mean mom needs to be by herself. So we can overcome that objection really easy. But if they're persistent and they just want a private room, you can offer a private room. It's just going to cost them more money. So anyway, I hope that helped you. I hope that helped you figure out how you can set your place up. Again, if you want more information on how to open, own, and operate your very own successful residential assisted living facility. Stay tuned at alfownership.com. Go to alfownership.com and get more information, and we'd be more than glad to help you open, own, and operate your own facility. God bless you. This is Robert King, Assisted Living University.